This is my 1981 Yamaha SR250 Exciter. And when I first got this, it was $650. It was stock. It leaked and it wasn't perfect, obviously. But I decided to kind of make it my own. I painted it, did all this other stuff, so I'll talk about that in a second. But my kind of inspiration for all this was my first motorcycle. It was a 1981 Honda GL500, and you'll notice some similarities. I'll show a picture up quick, but yeah, let's go over the updates that I've made. I started by cleaning it up. I painted the tank and the side panels, but then ended up really wanting the pod filter and opening up that middle part. So I've been doing a few things with this so far. I have changed out the seat, obviously, painted the tank, replaced the headlights and stuff with this headlight, and then I have changed out the turn signals as well. I replaced the airbox with just a pod filter, and that has been the biggest struggle so far. I've also had to replace the fuel petcock. There was a huge leak, and so I've sealed that up with some Bondo, basically. New air filter, oil, air intake thing, whatever. One of the cooler things I guess I've had to do is, since I removed a lot of the frame in the back, is the mount for the license plate has been kind of different. And so I took a piece from one of my old motorcycles and just kind of modified it to fit, and then yeah, it worked out. And it also works as kind of a stop for my center stand, because otherwise it would ride up and hit the chain, which is good. Battery, I have not found a good spot for that yet. It's kind of just sitting there. I strapped it down. And my back tire is open right now also, so if I go over rocks or whatever, or mud, it flings up and hits stuff, and I don't like that. So I have to figure out a way to cover that as well. Anyway, I had some fun welding. I don't get to weld very often, so that's been kind of a fun experience on how to put this seat on there to make it so that it's flatter, I guess. It's not completely flush, and that bothers me a little bit, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it. New exhaust, which I have repacked with some actual muffler packing stuff. New turn signals on the back as well. You can see a little bit back here. There's the, that was kind of fun too, the rear brakes. I just used 2 of these little brakes and put them there. I wanted to use them also as turn signals, but I didn't quite figure that out, so there's that. Some of the things I'd like to do is move the ignition somewhere else, like down on the side or something. But overall, I'm really happy with this project. I just started riding it around recently, and it's really great. One of the huge things that has allowed me to do that is figuring out this pod filter. Where are you at, pod filter? There. Pod filter. Obviously too much air was going in, and so everything was just really lean. I ended up taping up the pod filter, which was stupid, and it restricted the air, which is fine, but it just made it run really crappy. But one of the things I learned from the Jadis website and YouTube channel is that this thing right here is where there's an air fuel mixture kind of screw hidden, and so I had to drill out the cap and mess with that a little bit, and now it runs so much better, and it's so good. I've already done the rejetting and stuff on the carb, and so I thought it was like, oh, it's good, but it needed to have this fixed or adjusted before it ran well. I tried to level out the tank a little bit by raising what it's setting on, so I welded that part as well. New tires, they're obviously a lot knobbier, so it's kind of getting that scrambler look for those tires. But yeah, this is a really fun project. It was $650 when I bought it, and I don't know, I probably put in 300 so far and so much time. But it's a lot of fun. But that's my update. Hopefully you enjoyed it.